Injuries are a part of professional wrestling. Every wrestler at some point has gotten injured, and there is no better example of that than R-Truth suffering his first serious injury in 2022 at the age of 50. However, what professional wrestlers never get credit for is just how good they truly are. And we aren't talking about in-ring ability or promo skills, but moments of brilliance that have led to them protecting their opponents during a match. As you will see on this list, it isn't just experienced superstars who do this. Protecting one's opponent is a crucial part of professional wrestling, and they are best exemplified by these 10 moments. Number 10, AJ Styles saves James Ellsworth from being paralyzed on SmackDown 2016. Everything about SmackDown Live in 2016 felt fresh and different from Raw. While AJ Styles was undoubtedly the #1 star of the SmackDown Live era, a surprising name who rose in popularity was James Ellsworth. Yes, the man who won a WWE contract thanks to his pre-match promo against Braun Strowman. He found himself involved in a feud with AJ Styles, even leading to a WWE Championship match. The Styles Clash is a move that is considered dangerous if performed incorrectly. Wrestlers are told not to tuck their chins in when taking the move. Well, when taking the Styles Clash, he tucked his chin in, and while it could have led to a horrific injury, the Phenomenal One saw it and adjusted his legs within a split second to save his opponent. Number 9, Ryback saves Kalisto from a bad fall at Fastlane 2016. Kalisto and Ryback had an underrated feud for the United States Championship back in 2016. On the pre-show of Payback 2016, they would have another solid bout. However, the match is most notable for the moment when Kalisto had a botched dive attempt when his legs got caught on the ropes. Had it not been for Ryback spotting this and catching him instantly, it would have most certainly led to Kalisto falling on his head first upon the apron, or worse, the floor. In the end, Kalisto retained his United States Championship. Number 8, Baron Corbin saves Dolph Ziggler from a risky slip at Money in the Bank 2016. Baron Corbin officially kick-started his run on the main roster back in 2016. One of his early feuds was against Dolph Ziggler. It should be noted that at this point, Corbin was still inexperienced, having only signed with WWE 4 years prior. However, one spot revealed the true extent of his in-ring awareness. Dolph Ziggler attempted to jump onto Corbin outside the ring. When he leaped on the steel steps, he slipped and it could have been very bad and a highlight reel for Botch Mania. However, Corbin managed to catch him at the right time and would even turn the spot into a deep 6, cleverly making the most of the situation. Number 7, Curt Hennig saves Chris Jericho from an awkward landing at WCW Monday Nitro 1997. It was in 1997 when Chris Jericho had a match against Curt Hennig, otherwise known as Mr. Perfect in WWF, on Monday Night Nitro. Jericho was attempting to hit his signature Lion Salt, but for some reason, he wasn't able to get the rotation required to hit the move. Had things gone in that trajectory, Jericho would have likely fallen with his neck snapped back, a potentially devastating injury. However, Hennig, Mr. Perfect, who was lying down, spotted this and instantly lifted his knees. While it was far from a cushion landing, it saved Chris Jericho from suffering something far more serious. Number 6, Asuka's kick prevents a botched suicide dive by Sasha Banks from going worse at Raw 2018. On Raw after the 2018 Royal Rumble, Asuka faced Sasha Banks. There was a spot where Sasha Banks attempted a suicide dive and her legs got caught awkwardly in the ropes. Asuka managed to spot this on time, kicking Banks in the stomach to change the landing trajectory. WWE legend Mick Foley would be vocal about this, requesting that Sasha Banks remove this suicide dive from her moveset after too many close calls. Number 5, Brodie Lee, aka Luke Harper, saves Mustafa Ali from a dangerous landing at WrestleMania 35. Brodie Lee, aka Luke Harper, certainly touched a lot of people's lives during his wrestling career, and one man who is full of gratitude for him is Mustafa Ali. The incident happened back at WrestleMania 35 in 2019 during the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There was a planned spot where Braun Strowman was to eliminate both Harper and Ali. Harper had Ali in a suplex position outside the ring, and when Braun Strowman kicked Harper out, the impact of the landing could have seriously injured Ali. However, Harper would cling on to Ali, and even after getting kicked out, he safely suplexed him outside the ring to prevent a broken neck. Number 4, The Undertaker saves Test with some quick thinking at Raw 2001. The late Test was by no means a small man. At 6'6", he was one of the larger superstars on the roster, and on one episode of Raw, The Undertaker felt that. During a segment where Test took out Kane, The Undertaker would make the save before trying to hit the last ride on Test. In an awkward moment, The Undertaker didn't have Test in the right position, with his weight making it a dangerous situation. Luckily, The Undertaker thought quickly and fell back on the ropes, where he spent 9 seconds trying to regain balance before successfully lifting Test and executing the last ride safely. Number 3, Bret Hart prevents Shawn Michaels from ruining his big moment at WrestleMania 12. WrestleMania 12 was headlined by a 60-man Iron Man match between Bret the Hitman Hart and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. During the long bout, Michaels would overshoot himself outside the ring while diving. Bret Hart revealed in his book that the dive could have resulted in Michaels hitting the barricade or hurting somebody in the crowd. Luckily, the Hitman would put his body in harm's way to prevent any major injury. Number 2, Edge prevents AJ Styles from suffering further damage at Royal Rumble 2020. Edge's Royal Rumble 2020 return is undoubtedly one of the greatest of the past 2 decades. However, there was one freak moment when he went on a spearing rampage where he speared AJ Styles, and the Phenomenal One would awkwardly land on his shoulders. While this resulted in an injury, Edge would be spotted having a talk with Styles on the side, leading to the Rated R Superstar quickly eliminating him before he was originally supposed to be eliminated. While many blamed Edge for the injury, AJ Styles would take full responsibility for it, as he was overselling the move that resulted in him awkwardly landing on his shoulders. Styles would later say, quote, "His move, his spear, everything was perfect the way he did it. If there is any blame put on anybody about what I'm dealing with my shoulder, it's me, 100% me." Number 1, Roman Reigns saves Seth Rollins from re-injuring his knee at Money in the Bank 2016. Seth Rollins returned at the end of May 2015 after over 6 months away, and he received an immediate WWE title shot against Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank 2016. In the match between the reigning WWE champion and the champion who never lost his title, there was one freak moment that many forgot about. For those unaware, Rollins' ACL and MCL tears happened during a house show in late 2015 when he botched his sunset flip powerbomb. In the match against Reigns, he was going to pull off the same spot. However, Reigns caught his leg while he was about to flip, letting Rollins land on his leg softly before regaining balance. It was a great moment as it resulted in Rollins being healthy, finishing the match, and reclaiming the WWE Championship from Roman Reigns. That's gonna do it for our list today, everybody. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling to stay up to date with all the top wrestling news around the world.